Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you how to install Ubuntu 14.4 LTS or to be more precise, the PowerPC 64 version on a QEMU virtual machine with the help of EmuGUI. So before we get started, I first want to mention, as you can see, I got a new graphics card. To be more precise, it is an AMD Radeon R7 240, what I got now instead of the NVIDIA GeForce GT 710, what I used for my previous videos. So for now I experiment with 50 FPS instead of the 30 that I used before. So now, before we get started, however, you may like and subscribe if you liked it at the end, if you want to. So now, before you can actually install it, you of course have to have QEMU and EmuGUI installed. I've already made tutorials for that, although they are still made with 30 FPS. I've got the ones how to install it on Windows and how to install it on Linux. I link them in the description, so we can use them. So now to get started, head over to old-releases.ubuntu.com/releases/trusty. You can only download a server version, and we will need the PowerPC 64 little Indian server image, install image. Or you can also scroll down and seek for Ubuntu 14.04 server ppc64el.iso. In my case, I've already downloaded it, so I don't need to. In that case, you can close the browser. Didn't mean to show yes. And as soon as you open the EmuGUI, you can click on New Virtual Machine. Type in a pseudonym name, Ubuntu 14.04 LTS, for example, PowerPC 64, and as the architecture, choose PPC 64. For machine and CPU, I went with the QEMU design. With the RAM, I recommend to have at least 2 GB. In my case, I give out 4. Click Next. For the VHD path, just select where you want to store it. In my case, I want to overwrite this. QCOW 2. And also something to note, okay, at least 60 GB, click Next. Something to know, I'll tell you later. For VGA, let QEMU decide, let the network as is. And important, select the PS2 mouse, click Next again. Sound card, select none, you don't need one. CPU cores, you can let it at 1, or if you can afford it, 2. But I leave it at 1 because I only have got a dual core processor and my PC is already mad at me due to me recording this. For the keyboard, very important, select the PS2 keyboard or else it won't work. I tested this out myself. Leave everything empty and click Next. Add USB support, USB EHCI, and you don't need additional arguments. Of course, if you want, XLTCG. And if you use 2 cores, that equals multi. But you can also leave them empty, what I will do in my case, and click Finish. It will take up to 10 seconds until your new machine pops up. This is a common thing, sorry that I didn't implement a better solution. Now click your machine, start virtual machine, browse for the CD, select your Ubuntu 14.04 PowerPC ISO file, boot from D and set the date and time to your system. then you can build. And TCG is also enabled automatically. So yeah, I recommend to scale it. It will take a while. So for now we can also do full screen for you. So for now, if you can move the keyboard, so if you can use the keyboard, you've done everything right. Install this, by the way, Ubuntu server, so it doesn't come with a terminal, or it only comes with a terminal. One thing to note is, after you installed the system, never ever update your system, or else you will break the emulator. Okay, not the emulator itself, but if you do update this operating system, you will break it. So never ever update it. For now, you can choose English as your language. Choose your country. In my case, I'm in Germany. So I'm in Europe, Germany. In my case, I choose Canadian English. Here, press now. You will want to choose your own keyboard layout. In my case, it's the German one. But please choose your own keyboard layout. Don't copy me. For now, type in your host name. I will keep it as Ubuntu. So now type in your name. In my case, I call myself lucien-rowan. Okay, there's a problem here. No matter which keyboard layout you choose, you always get the US keyboard layout. I think you can search for the US keyboard layout and then apply it to your keyboard. Doesn't affect your whole system. So continue with your username. You must type in a password or else it won't work. I just type in a weaker password just to make sure you remember it, and you should choose a stronger password, but in my case it's just for demonstration purposes. Don't encrypt your home directory. Now if your time zone is correct, but like in my case, select yes. Now use the guided method, use entire disk, press enter. Select your hard disk, in my case it's only one. And it's only the virtual hard disk, so nothing can go wrong. And also it's only the terminal, so I don't know if you can use a GUI here. I haven't tested this out yet. Here, write the changes to the disks. Yeah, press yes. So, if you face that, if you need to enter a proxy, just do it. In my case, I can continue. If you're here, choose no automatic updates. This is really important, or else you may break your system. For now, I stop recording until this is done. So, if you say yes to the UDC, installation complete. Now continue. And note, instead of rebuilding the system, it is going to shut the emulator down. So, select VM again, start it, from C, set to system. I can show proof. Okay. It works, just don't update the system, and we see you in the next video. Goodbye.
I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who were having on, who were not at all.